and I am bisexual. Or as my wife calls it, gay. I thought that I was straight for a while, and I didn't start exploring with men until my late 20s. And it's really scary when you're just starting to explore because you can out yourself unexpectedly. Like this one time I went to a male masturbation party, and I spotted a coworker there, and I was terrified. I barely even looked at him while we were jerking each other off. Anyone here ever been to a male masturbation party? I thought I recognized someone in the back. How about summer camp? Similar? Well, brace yourselves, because I'm going to talk about this. For those who don't know, male masturbation parties are actually really similar to female masturbation parties, except that they actually exist outside of porn. And they typically cost about $25, which is kind of a lot considering you still have to do most of the work yourself. I normally go to these parties about once a month, which is how often my wife leaves town. And you can find them in most major cities across the country. Like here in LA, it's called LAX Jacks. And it's true. And in New York, it's called New York Jacks. And in Jacksonville, Florida, it's called Burn in Hell Faggots. Those ones are hot. By the way, my wife and I are non-monogamous. She knows that I go to these parties. She actually likes that I go to these parties. She says it's one less thing she has to do for me. And when I get home, I actually do just want to cuddle. So to set the scene a little, this is my whole set. You walk in, you pay your $25. It's one big room. There's anywhere from 20 to 100 naked guys. There's porn projected on the walls. There's lube in little Dixie cups all over. It's very cute. And there's no penetration allowed, at least according to the guy I tried to fuck. There's only touching allowed. It's just touching, and there's a lot of touching. And sometimes, though, if it gets too crowded, you can't always tell whose hand is touching you. I know. It's incredible. And it's kind of a quiet space. There isn't a ton of talking. I think I know why that is. I think it's because there's a lot of guys there who can't yet talk about what they're doing. Maybe they're just exploring this fantasy, or they're not out yet. That was definitely me at the beginning. Like, I was fine rubbing dicks together with other guys, but if somebody came up to me and was like, hey, I was like, back off, I'm straight. And because there isn't much talking, you have to learn to communicate consent non-verbally. So like this means, let's touch, I'm down. And like this means no thank you. And this means thank you for coming in my face. That means who's next? There is a lot of cum flying around at these parties, and people often ask me who cleans up after you. But people at the parties are surprisingly respectful. There's always someone walking around who's more than willing to lick it up. Don't kink shame them. Really, though, you shouldn't waste the cum on the floor. You should cum on me. I enjoy it. Well, I actually get annoyed if I hook up with a guy and he doesn't cum on my face. I'm like, are we even friends? Hooking up with me and not coming on me, it's kind of like when you go out to dinner with someone and they don't offer to Venmo you for half. It's like, were you raised in a barn? It's weird, though, meeting people for the first time naked and then seeing them in their clothes later. Like, sometimes I'll walk out with someone and see them in their clothes, and I'm like, clothes are good for you. I actually think most people look sexier in their clothes, which makes me wonder why I go to so many naked parties. I think my ultimate fantasy would be a clothed masturbation party, but I just can't figure out how to get tickets to the Oscars. I'll leave you with this. That story about my coworker is true, and in hindsight, I'm glad it happened because I went up to him the next day and I said, "That was you, right?" Just to check. And he said, "Yeah," because we didn't talk. And he said, "You were very popular." And I was like, "I know." And then I said, just so you know, I'm not out. Nobody at work knows that I'm bi, and so if you could, before I even finished, he said, "Don't worry, I totally get it. I would never tell anyone, that's yours to tell." And we developed this really nice relationship. We had this connection after that. We didn't really have much of a relationship before, and he was really supportive of me after that, which just goes to show that sometimes the nicest friendships happen when you don't see them coming. Or when you do. Thank you guys, I'm Rob Cohen. Give it up for Torrance.
Give it up for Rob.